So that's 4 wins on the spin away from home for Norwich City. I couldn't really tell you the last time that's happened. I worked out how many 3 were, and it was about 9 months. So goodness knows when four would be. But what a run these Norwich fans are having on the road. Forget all this Norwich can't win on Sky, or don't turn up in Sky, in their away kit as well. That was all fine. Busting a few myths at the moment, Norwich City. And actually, probably out of all the games, this one was probably the most satisfying, because the others, Norwich have set their stall out and they've held on and they've dug in and shown a bit of quality when they've needed to and been a success. Today they had a setback on the pitch. Actually, they had quite a few things that went wrong on the pitch. I can count 3, possibly 4 sending offs, although one would have been a player twice, so we get the gap. But it's only 3 sending off before Marley Watkins was sent off, probably fairly, in very, very late on. Marley having only come on as a substitute, straight red card, probably fair enough. But 3 other incidents: elbow on Ivo Pinto from Behrens, there was Vandenberg's stamp effectively on James Maddison's Achilles, and Bakuna kicked Wes Houlihan in the head, and I think 3 of those were already on yellow cards at that point. So those things, Norwich being pegged back, conceding an equaliser, I think for the first time this season, first time they've been ahead and then conceded a goal to bring things back level. Lots of new situations that Norwich haven't had to deal with, or would have posed new questions for them to deal with. And they dealt with them so well. Speaking to Daniel Farke, you got the impression he was happier about this than the other wins too, in terms of it being Norwich's best performance on the road out of their month, being so composed on the ball and dealing with things so well. So lots of positives there for the Norwich head coach, and just the way he has gelled this side and got them to do so many good things in terms of fighting for the ball, double teaming, moving the ball well, having a knack of winning. And that may just sound like a cliche, but it's a genuine thing, that you dig in, you throw your body on the line, and you feel like you're not there to produce good football, but you're there to win a football match. And that takes instilling. And once you instill it, it becomes something of great momentum. And actually, having spoken to Jerome just then, he doesn't really want a break. He doesn't want a 2-week break at this point, because Norwich are really ticking and probably feel in the back of their minds they want to get back to Carrow Road and win a game of football. They'll have to wait 2 weeks before they get the chance to do that against a Hull side that won 6-1, I think, at home to Birmingham today. So that's going to be a tall order, regardless of the fact that Hull haven't won on the road in 14 months. And there's probably some disconnect between the home fans and away fans for Norwich City at the moment in terms of what one is seeing and what the others are enjoying. But stellar performance, really, in terms of Norwich's composure with the ball. I actually think Cameron was a little bit unlucky with the goal. It was a wonderful ball in from Sonny Aluko that caused all sorts of problems. Alan Gascoigne maybe left a little bit in no man's land, but ultimately it's a good goal. Not as good though as James Maddison's wonderful free kick, put in the only place that Vito Manoni probably couldn't reach. James Maddison also stepping up with the assist, a corner for Cameron Jerome's winner, his first goal of the season in the league, thank goodness. That gets that one off his back, and a brilliantly taken header, because those chances are actually a lot more difficult than they look. Brilliantly stoked past Manone. And in the second half, Norwich still probably created the better chances overall. Reading did huff and puff, but this side is nowhere near the side that finished in the top 6 last season, and that, given most Norwich fans would have seen them done over 7-1 at Carrow Road towards the end of the season. So I think Reading have some real issues going forward this year. Norwich, they just need the 2-week break to get some injuries sorted. Nelson Oliveira's groin is really causing him issues. It sounded like it got worse overnight, so that's a difficult one, and it's getting to my point. I don't know how the club are feeling, that they're going to need to look at how they resolve that long term. Josh Murphy was back today. He's okay, didn't really have a major impact on the game, but at least he was back involved. That said, he went off with an injury. I'm not sure what it was, but that could be a week or 2 out at least, depending on how bad that is. So again, just 2 weeks to recuperate, a little bit longer for Daniel Farke to work out what he wants his side to do in terms of improvement, and that could only bode well given what his side did to improve come September. 5 wins and 2 draws, I think it is. Those 2 draws coming at Carrow Road, of course. One of the away wins coming in the Cup. I mean, you don't get much better than that, do you, as a month? He's probably manager of the month, actually, isn't he? Should be in the shortlist.